y'all tune into the biggest ever. YMCMB, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this bitch. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. Seen more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. No, they ain't.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Good, what's good? What's going on, world? It's your boy Ryan Fraser, Boxing Talk Up North. Ryan from the 6, man. Shout out to everybody for tuning in the building. Man, I really appreciate y'all for the support, man. When you come on in, make sure you smash the like button, drop a comment. Let me know what's up, man. We got kind of a show that's out of the ordinary. I didn't do a recap live, but I did a couple recap videos. Let's be honest, man. This past weekend was a dud. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was bad, but we gonna work past that. You know, we gonna get past that because we got a lot of fights coming up this weekend. You know, they may not be headliner, big name events, but we got boxing this weekend, and we got stuff to look forward to, man. But we're gonna take care of business first, man. If you're coming on in here, it's your first time here, man. Make sure you show some boy the love so that we can get this out to the people. Share this, you know, subscribe, let a friend to a friend know. We going live twice a week. Yo, man. And smash that like button like Ann Wolf. Like I
Really fight her.
Oh, big fight. One punch. That is it. Forget about the count. It is over.
word to Big Bird. So like we know now Canelo Alvarez and Terrence Crawford is official, man. They fighting. They did the whole, you know, face off. But Crawford got in the ring. Damn near looked bigger than Canelo Alvarez. That was crazy. But what we do know is they fighting in September, Las Vegas Allegiant Stadium. This is the first TKO group card. So it's official, man. Turki Al-Sheikh, he giving us these
inside
fights.
my heart, I want the fighters. I want to see the fighters.
You want to see the fighters. Not everybody delivering though. Like some of these dudes, they pay needs to go down, man. You know what I'm saying? Like they having bad performances. So I mean, Turki Al-Sheikh not gonna spoil these guys the whole time. You guys can understand he's gonna cut that off soon. But for now, these dudes is getting paid. They're getting paid very well. And you know, we gotta see some good fights. We gotta see some stuff start to live up to the hype. I mean, we've seen good fights. Like we saw the Fury and Usyk. I think both fights were good. Better be even Bivol. That was good. What else did we see that he gave us, man? Oh, that card in LA was good. That card in LA was a banger. Terrence Crawford and Majimov. I thought that undercard was great, man. But you know, it's just not living up to the big expectation that we expect. But you know, they got to keep working it out, man. But we're gonna be all right. We gonna be good. But make sure you subscribe to the channel, show some love, man. We broke even on the bets, man. It wasn't the greatest weekend. Obviously, Ryan Garcia destroyed 3 of our parlays by himself. Shout out to Rolly Romero. I'm not taking nothing away from nothing away from Rolly. He beat Ryan Garcia for 12 rounds. So, you know what I'm saying? That's what we got to talk about right now, bro. Shout out to Vinny in the building. What's going on, man? Salute. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the undercard, basically Canelo Alvarez and Crawford's a super card. What do we want to see on the undercard, man? Because I feel like TKO group, this is their introduction, obviously, to boxing. I think they're gonna make a splash, man. I think Dana White obviously want to come in here and do some big things. I also want to see how Turki Al-Sheikh allows him to maneuver this card. You know, this is in Allegiant Stadium, the first boxing card, probably the first combat event in Allegiant Stadium. So it's a first. There's going to be a lot of attention around these two guys. Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez. They the top of the sport, man. You know, they'll know which way you looking at it. Like When you speak about the best fighters, you speak about these two. And yeah, I got my Crawford shirt on, but I'm a Canelo fan too. I'm a big fan of Canelo Alvarez, and I'm conflicted because I never thought these two dudes would fight each other. Like I just didn't think it would happen, man. Like especially after Terrence Crawford moved up to 54 and went all 12 with Madrimov. I was like, maybe 60 he'll max out. But then I look at the optics, man. Like really, Canelo Alvarez is probably a 60-pounder fighting at 68. Like he's fighting above his weight, man, for sure. So I mean, Terrence Crawford, shout out to him. I'm not mad at him for moving up to 68 and trying to be great, man, because that's what we want to see from these guys. We want to see greatness. We want to see them try to reach the top of the top. And that's what it's all about, man. But as far as that undercard, this is a show about what you, the fans, want to see on the Terrence Crawford versus, Canelo Alvarez versus Terrence Crawford card. Because we know Canelo's the big dog. He the A side. But let's get into a few things that I thought we could see, man. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, this is a wild card. Nothing confirmed. This is all just speculation. Joseph Parker versus Ajit Caballel. These two dudes have been on the same road in terms of getting back in the mix. Caballel has come onto the scene Riyadh season, and he's probably the most beneficial fighter of Riyadh season, man. He's come in as underdogs twice and won. And I don't know if he was an underdog in the Zhang fight. He probably was. And, he just stopped Zhang. Like, that shit, he made it look easy, man. Joseph Parker couldn't do that. He did that. Made stopping Zhang, Zilly Zhang, the big China dude, made him, stopped him, man, with a body shot. And Joseph Parker, who beat Deontay Wilder, was extremely active leading up to that. He had another fight too. Oh, beat Zhang. He beat Zhang first before Caballel. And then he just beat Martin Bakoli. But I kind of think that, that Martin Bakoli fight, we can't put too much stock in that because Bakoli did come in off a plane pretty much and fought him. Like he didn't get no acclimation. He didn't have a camp. It was like on a week's notice or a couple of days' notice that they brought Bakoli in. And he, he wasn't in shape clearly. Yeah, so I don't count the Bakoli fight. I don't know about y'all. Yeah, some people might count it, but I don't count it because I don't think that's it, man. I think that performance wasn't Bakoli. You know what I'm saying? Like it just wasn't him. Another big fight I'd want to see, and these are just all things I'd want to see. I want y'all to drop some fights y'all want to see in the chat on that Terrence Crawford and Canelo fight card in September. These are all like wishful thinking. None of this is true. None of this is confirmed, I'll say. But this will be the co-main event for me. Naoya Inoue versus Nick Ball at 126 for the WBA title. That would be a movie, man. Like, we know Inoue's an action fighter, and Nick Ball, he's gonna come, man. Like he's gonna come right to Inoue's front door. That fight is gonna be fire with fire. Somebody getting stopped. Like that fight is not going 12 rounds. And for me, if y'all follow me, y'all know I like Nick Ball, man, because he took my money twice. I mess with Nick Ball in that sense, and I just think that Nick Ball, he got power, and he got that aggression that now Inoue hasn't seen yet. But Inoue is far more the superior boxer. I'm not gonna sit here and make up some story like Inoue ain't a great boxer. No, Inoue is one of the best in our sport, man. I just think 26 is his cap. As we see at 22, he's been dropped, by Luis Neri, and now on the weekend there, Cardenas. So 22 guys at 22 are dropping him. Guys at 26 are naturally gonna punch harder. So we gotta think you can get dropped at 26 too. If Nick Ball can catch him, that might be it, man. Because Nick Ball does punch hard. But we'll see, man. We'll see how it all unfolds. I don't know. Naoya Inoue is, yo, he's a special fighter, man. I ain't gonna front up here and act like he ain't special, man. That dude is something different. But we'll see how the fight goes, man. I mean, some Coley. Yo, I'm betting on him every time. Oh, for real, Chev. Man, I don't know, man. Coley, shout out to him. Him and Jabba, they just fought. That was a good fight. I thought Jabba edged it, to be honest, but like somebody said, nah, they felt the other way. I wouldn't even disagree with him because the fight was that close. It was a close fight, man. That's for sure. The other fight I put on there is Teofimo Lopez versus Richard Hitchens, the unification belt. Obviously, Teo's got the WBO and the ring, and Hitchens, he's got the IBF. Assuming he gets past Cambosis, they can line that up, man. Put that on the undercard of Crawford and Canelo. You know, Teo needs some shine. You know, him and Canelo are cool. Maybe they can talk business. They all work with Turkey Al-Sheikh. They can get Teo on the undercard of that big event. And, you know, Teo could be in back-to-back big events. He doesn't have to headline, man, if he goes out there and performs. You know, the last card he was on, the Times Square one, he was the best fighter, easily. He had the best performance. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what it was that night. Those other guys didn't show up. But, you know, atmosphere like this, where Terrence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez are going to just garnish huge amount of crowds, huge amount of traffic. It's going to be an intense fight week. It's going to be fun. You can definitely say that, man, if Teofimo Lopez can go in there and have a good performance in front of, I don't know how many fans, they're going to have 50,000, 60,000. His stock going to go up instantly. And for Teofimo Lopez, that's what he needs at this point in his career, man. He need that stock to go up because, yo, you know what I'm saying? It ain't sitting right for him right now. But we'll see, man. We'll see where they go with Teofimo Lopez next, yo. I like Teofimo Lopez. I like what he did. You know, I don't like his antics. I'm not talking about his antics. I'm not talking about the things he does outside the ring. With all that, I don't agree with that. But, you know, as far as what Teofimo Lopez does in the ring, dude's a good fighter, man. We're not gonna sit here and try to diminish dude. Like, he's a good fighter. So, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna salute him when he do the right thing. But when he doing that other stuff, I ain't even gonna address it because it's just a whole bunch of nonsense. Another fight that has been talked about, Turkey Al-Sheikh can deliver some of that money that Schofield wants. So Abdullah Mason versus Kid Austin, Schofield, put that on the card too. Yo, man, Abdullah Mason needs a stage like that. That kid is special talent. We know what Abdullah Mason gonna be. We know he gonna be a world champ. So, if Floyd Schofield wanna test that and say that, they can beat him, knock him off, because he's really got the whole boxing community behind him right now, Abdullah Mason. Like, who believes he's not gonna be the goods? I think most of us, if not all of us, do believe that. So Kid Austin can go in there and spoil the party. Then he gonna be in a Rolly situation where he gonna have a little bit of, he gonna have a little bit of respect from people. He's gonna get to be able to play his cards right after that. Like, Rolly's in a great situation. He can play the cards with Turkey Al-Sheikh. He can be like, yo, I spoiled your plans. But if you want me to fight Dev, you're gonna have to raise the price. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to do this and that. But if not, then, man, it's just it's just another way for Turkey Al-Sheikh. What's going on, my man? What's going on?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you. You good? Yeah, man.
I can't see a thing.
Oh, you can't see nothing? Well, we can see you.
Talk to me. What have you been covering?
I'm basically making up my undercard for Canelo Alvarez versus Crawford. I'm trying to see if Turkey Al-Sheikh gonna listen to me, or if this can get past him. Because since he's making all these dream fights for us, Yeah, man. The last one I was talking about is Abdullah Mason versus Kid Austin Schofield. I
That would
think
be
that
fun.
was I think it was talked about, but I think Floyd Schofield, they want a lot of money for it.
Who does?
Schofield, he said they want $2 million for it. I don't think it's a $2 million fight, but
He's not
Abdullah
worth that.
Mason. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's not worth that. And Abdullah Mason hasn't won a championship yet.
What's up with some of these fighters wanting that kind of money and they haven't really accomplished anything yet?
Yeah, man, they're spoiled, man. They're spoiled. They're trying to take advantage of Turkey Al Sheikh, but like I don't like it, man. It's like
I once heard Floyd Mayweather Jr. say he wasn't making top dollars until he became Money Mayweather. So he didn't make a lot of money when he was Pretty Boy.
nope. Yeah. A lot of people want to skip by that stage. That's the problem. A lot of them don't want to put in that work like Floyd did. Like, he put
Exactly.
in a lot of groundwork before he became Money.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what did you think about the weekend?
Weekend wasn't looking too good until Top Rank Boxing came along and
Yeah.
you know Top Rank did a good show. They did a good show.
No, they did. They did. They usually don't, but
What?
they did. I honestly
Yeah, I was.
uh I thought the Canelo one was really bad outside of maybe Badu Jack probably fought the best, which is crazy because he's probably like the oldest guy. But on the Times Square card, it was Teofimo Lopez for me who had the best performance. And Rolly, obviously, shout out to Rolly. He got the upset and he boxed for 12 rounds. Like, it wasn't a lucky punch or anything like that. He just outboxed Ryan Garcia. Like, uh-oh, you're freezing up.
Power.
Oh, you're freezing up. Hold
Can you
on.
hear me?
Now you're freezing. Yeah, go say what you're saying. Yeah, you're good now. I can hear you now. Uh-oh. Going back to frozen. All right, I'll let you figure that out. I'll figure that out. Figure that out. Figure that out. But yeah, man. What do y'all think? Who do y'all think we want to see on that Riyadh season card? Terrence Crawford. Yeah, I'll bring him back up. See if he's good now. Terrence Crawford. Yeah, what were you saying? Sorry? You're saying about the power? Oh no. Frozen again. Hey, make sure y'all smash the like button. Yeah, I can't hear you now, Ivan. Yeah, man. You dropped off. Yeah. Let's go into the rankings. Let's see what the ring has at rankings. Because there's a few fights I didn't even put in there. Um, so I would like to look through the rankings first because I think Shakur Stevenson's fighting in July. So he probably won't be available for that card, Terrence Crawford and Canelo. But who else do we have in the 35 division, man, that we'd want to see? You know what I'm saying? Want to see. So let's take a look. Let me pull it up here for y'all. Appreciate y'all. Smash the like button, man. Show the boy some love. Share the content. We making moves, yo. We trying to get here. All right, 135, The Ring Magazine. We got Tank is number 1. Lomachenko is number 2. I don't know what that's based off. Keyshawn Davis is number 3. Shakur Stevenson number 4. That's so disrespectful. Williams Zepeda number 5. Raymond Mulataya, number 6. Andy Cruz, 7. Frank Martin, I think he's moving up to 40, so Frank Martin's spot will be vacant here soon. Branchek, number 9, and Tevin Farmer. Shout out to Tevin Farmer. I think I don't know about y'all. It ain't gonna be Tank. We know that Tank don't mess with Turkey Sheik. Probably won't be Lomachenko. I don't know what he's doing. He said he's injured. Maybe Keyshawn's fighting in June, July. Nah, he ain't gonna be ready. Corn Zapata are fighting in July. Damn, he ain't gonna be ready. So we might have to resort to Andy Cruz. Andy Cruz, eh? All right, Andy Cruz. Who we gonna find for Andy Cruz? Where is he at? I think Andy Cruz is in the. Oh shoot! Let's see if I can bring Ivan here. Yes, sir.
Can you see me now?
Better now. Yeah, I can see you now. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to find an
I was saying,
opponent
like,
for Andy
I
Cruz.
keep.
Yeah, go ahead. So what were you saying? Sorry.
Okay. Well, what I was saying was I keep telling everyone, don't sleep on Rolly. Rolly can punch.
Yeah, he can punch. I didn't know he could box though. I'm not gonna lie. That caught me off guard. That he was fighting really good. Like he was going to the body, mixing it up and down, and like he stayed disciplined with his hand. Like he kept his hand up the whole time, so that Ryan couldn't do that hook.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Let me
Shoot.
just say something.
Yeah. Oh no, he's frozen again.
Something
Oh,
about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia
Yeah.
underestimated Rolly.
Yeah, he did. Yep. Yeah,
Ryan
he thought it was
Garcia
gonna be.
underestimated Rolly because but let's not forget when Ryan Garcia fought Haney, you can't compare
Right.
Haney's power to Rolly. So Ryan Garcia was able to go to war with Haney because Haney doesn't have that kind of power, but Rolly has power.
Right. Yeah.
So
No,
that's
Rolly
a
does
mistake
have
that
power.
Ryan Garcia made.
But even with
Any
Rolly's
fighter with that
power,
kind of power is dangerous.
yeah, they dangerous, but I didn't think Rolly could box like that. I was like, man, you got that power, but I mean, if you can't hit nobody, power is useless. But Ryan Garcia, he got that
Yeah,
bad
but I
habit
think
of backing out with his head in the air. I feel like
I honestly believe that once Ryan Garcia hit the canvas, he felt that
right.
power. He didn't want to trade.
Yeah, I got that vibe too. He was very hesitant when he got up. He didn't want to let it go. That's for sure. Yeah, he was gun shy after that. After he got hit. Rolly got that crazy power. Okay, so maybe we'll give Lucas Body a shot. Oh no, he's fighting in July. Man. Yes, Isaac Cruz and Andy Cruz. The battle of the Cruzes. That'd be a good fight for Andy Cruz. See if he can handle some real pressure. Oh my man, Ivan dropped off, y'all. Yeah, we'll see if he can handle some real pressure. Pitbull Cruz and Andy Cruz. That'd be a good fight. Yeah, man. I think that'd be a good one. For sure. I try to look at the heavyweights. So Turkey Sheik loves the heavyweights. He ain't have one in a while, heavyweight fight. So I'm sorry. He just had Bacoli and Jabba. So what am I talking about? Shout out to Fabio Wardley. He's fighting here soon. How is Philip Hergovich number 6? Whoa. How is Anthony Joshua number 5 in the ring? I don't know. This hasn't been updated. It can't be. Anthony Joshua. Is he higher than Dubois? He's higher than Dubois. And Dubois is not even in the ring. There he is. Right there. Number 2. What am I doing? I'm sleeping, y'all. Yeah, Dubois got to be up there in the ring because he's been doing damage. Yeah, man. Like, let's just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. What's going on next with this whole Turkey Al Sheik? Shout out to my guy round 1 in the building, Edwin. Yeah, we trying to make the Crawford and Canelo undercard right now, brother. I'm trying to see if Turkey Al Sheik gonna grant us some wishes. I don't know. It's a TKO group card, so we may not get a very loaded undercard at all. It might just be the TKO fighters. In the cruiserweight division, the ring, Jay Apataya has it. Ramirez is obviously number 2. My Canadian brethren, Ryan Rozecki, number 6. He's probably gonna move up because Richard Rappaport, he's a heavyweight now. Brandon Glayton, he's number 10. Shout out to him. Where's CBS then? Oh, CBS is number 2. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna put for the cruiserweights, but if I had to do a cruiserweight fight, then obviously I'm doing CBS and my guy Ryan Rozecki, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that'd be a war. Y'all would love that, man. That'd be an all-out war. Because both of those dudes just, you know what I'm saying, they just like to punch. CBS, that's how he beat Brandon Glayton, just activity. You know, I thought he was very his whole like back was on the ropes most of the fight, but he was throwing more punches. So, you know, when you're throwing more punches and you're landing more, usually you're gonna win the fight. Usually. Very rarely we see a Canelo Alvarez situation. Very rarely. Y'all know Canelo was outlanded, right? By Skull. Yo, shout out to Canelo because some people think I hate on him. I'm like, bro, Canelo, one of my favorite fighters. Like, he done a lot for the sport. Still doing a lot, man. Shout out to Canelo Alvarez. Cinnamon, man. He doing his thing. Never hate on that man. But yeah, for the heavyweights, man. What fights y'all want to see on that Terrence Crawford versus Canelo undercard? That's what I want to know. What do the fans want, man? What do y'all want to see? Let's see what else is on here. We can see. We know Bivol. Light heavyweight division is kind of weak. It's thin. It's thin. It's at the top. It's good. So we're not gonna go there. Let's go to 68. Well, we got a main event 68. Middleweight's kind of dead. 154. Let's see what's going on 54. Okay, Crawford's not there no more. So Virgil Ortiz already beat Majimov. Ooh, Virgil backroom. You see that? Nah, they can't put that on that card. That's a good ass fight. Virgil and Backroom. Yo, that's good fight. Or Virgil and Sebastian Fundora. That's also a good fight. Obviously, y'all know me. I said Virgil and Xander because you know it's Mexico versus Puerto Rico. Anytime we get that popping, it just goes crazy, man. The fans show up. You know, the Puerto Ricans show up. The Mexicans show up. It's great. It's always great for boxing. Tim Tszyu. We still gotta see if Tim Tszyu's Tim Tszyu, man. I'm not convinced quite yet. I know he beat who'd he beat in his last fight? Oh man. Tim Tszyu fought. Who'd he fight? Joey Spencer. He beat Joey Spencer. But I don't know, man. You know, he's gonna fight Sebastian Fundora, apparently. I don't know. We'll see how that works out. You know? But yeah. That's another fight I'd like to see. I'm not too sure, man. I'm not too sure about it. But shout out to Canelo Alvarez, man. Terrence Crawford. I can guarantee y'all them two fellas are gonna give us a good night, man. I don't think Terrence Crawford's gonna be on the whole running thing. I just can't see it. And as far as Bud, sorry, not Bud. Um, Canelo, we know he's not running. We know Bud's not running. These dudes are just gonna do what they do. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Calvin Ford. Um, what's that 126? 26, I feel like it's a good division. All right, yeah, I already got a fight at 26. I told y'all, Inoue versus Nick Ball. That's what I want at 26. But 26 is another good division. Then 30, but 30's kind of in a weird spot right now. It's got some names. Pretty sure Ray Ford's up in here too. Yeah. Eduardo Nunes. No, Casio. Gordina. I think Gordina's going up. Lamont Roach is up right now. Yeah, I don't know, man. 30's kind of mid too. 30's not good. It ain't it. Yeah. I know what I'm saying, man. 30 ain't it, man. But hey. Let's I don't know. I don't know, man. 30's not good. We'll see. 140's hot. Gary Antoine Russell. Hyoka. Yo, I heard he's good, man. I heard he's good. Sandor Martin's always a tough opponent. Oscar Duarte, he's on violence. Frank Martin. Jermaine Ortiz, he's always good. All right. I like that. 140. But in the ring at 140, we Devin Haney's up now. He's not there. Ooh, Subriel Matias. He's fighting in July against Puyo, so he won't be able to be ready for September. Yeah, I think I gave y'all the fight, Hitchens and Teal. I think that's the one I gave y'all. 40. That's the one I definitely wanted. Um, I don't know, man. That whole undercard, it can be stacked up. Canelo versus Crawford. I think Turkey Al-Sheikh want to make a statement. That's the card you stack. But they bringing in TKO groups, so it won't be our traditional undercard. I don't think so. But we'll see. 118, Shunto Nakatani, Ashida, Susumi. Yo, Susumi, I seen that dude fight for the first time against Tacoma Inoue. That dude's a problem, man. Nasuaka. Yo, that's the dude Floyd knocked out. Y'all was crying. Y'all remember that? Floyd did that exhibition. It's that Asian dude. That's him right there. Floyd stopped him. He started crying, yo. I didn't even know what was going on, but I was laughing about it. Yo, man. Terrible for that. But hey, that's what it was. I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and cap the dude. He was crying, man. Man, Floyd beat on him. But he's small. Look how small he is. 118. They were like Floyd's like probably like easily 150 now, 160. You know what I'm saying Floyd was not about to cut weight for that dude. So come on. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sorry for the dead silence, bro. I'm trying to figure out what some next fights are. Know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you smash that likey button, yo. Sorry for the dead air, man. Sorry for the dead air. Got thinking there, and I was like, damn, what else do we want, man? What else we want? Turkey L Sheik. But we definitely got some good fights this weekend. You know, I felt like it could have been more entertaining. I'm with the majority. Like it was boring, you know, especially the main events. They weren't what we wanted to see. But damn, this happens sometimes, but just not all on one weekend. Like I think that was like the thing with us. It's like, damn, like this happened on Friday and Saturday, like back to back. Usually it doesn't work out like that. And that's why matchmaking is so important in boxing. And matchmaking is hard because you don't know what you're gonna get from the guys, really. Like it comes down to the guys to working and getting the job done, doing what we think they can do. But at the same time, man, it's also like, hey, they might get in there, they might get cautious now because they feel like, oh, if I lose, I'm gonna mess the money up. I'm gonna mess the opportunity up. But we seen Turkey LSU give guys opportunities off losses. He's the one on record saying we need to kind of normalize some guys taking losses, and he's right. You know, because the fans just want to throw dudes who take losses, but like, man, you're not gonna win every fight. Not how many Floyd Mayweathers do we have in the sport? Like, not many. So I think it's just something that we got to start to accept and start to, you know what I'm saying, accept in a sense of like you got to embrace it. As long as the man gonna come back and be stronger, we should get behind them. You know, Devin Haney shouldn't need to come out here and be very cautious because of what he's worried about, what everybody's gonna think at the end of the day. But that's what boxing is. So that's where it's at. Everybody got something to say when we don't get these big moments, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. I ain't gonna hate on it. Know what I'm saying? All right, let's take a look at a few other things in the news and boxing. Um, as y'all know, there's some fights this weekend. There's some fight. Obviously, the big event, the Ring's next event is July 13th. That's a Sunday. Oh, it's a Saturday for me. I guess in Saudi it'll be a Sunday or in the UK. Yeah, Saturday, July 12th. Edgar Berlanga versus Hamza Shiraz. That's in July, yo. It's a good card. Stacked up card. We got Berlanga. Oh, hold on. They ain't got the whole schedule in here. Thought they were gonna have the whole schedule. My bad, yo. But from what I remember, it's David Morrell's back against Iman Kiat, I believe his name is. I hope I didn't botch his name. Iman Kiat. Alberto Pollo versus Sabril Matias. Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda. Edgar Berlanga and Hamza Shiraz. And yo, I want to say there's one more fight on that. No, that might be it. That might be it. I don't know. There might be one more fight that I'm missing out on that. I hope not. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just a lot of good fights coming up, and a lot of those guys that I wanted to see on that card, they probably won't make it to it because they get busy right before June is pretty. June schedule is crazy too for boxing. June and July probably gonna be it. So yeah, Casey versus Lee Wood on Saturday. That's gonna be a good fight. Navarrete and Suarez. I think Giovanni Santillian's on the undercard. Oh, sorry, Mulataya and Abdullah. That's gonna be a good fight for the IBF vacant. And then we got it's not even on here. Lubin's fighting Andre Holmes for the IBF eliminator at 154. Oh damn, Turkey Al-Sheikh really doesn't like Pro Box because of what Jonas said about him, so he doesn't even post his fights on his website. Y'all see that? Yeah. Pro Box is on this weekend, right? And this is how petty boxing is, yo. So Boxing Scene, who's one of the biggest platforms in boxing for news, they were denied credentials to the Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. They wanted to cover it. They were denied credentials because, as we all know, Pro Box bought Boxing Scene. So Gary Jonas bought Boxing Scene. Turkey Al-Sheikh said, "Nah, you can't come to my event." Bro, it's crazy. Like, you talk bad about people and critique. This is where you end up sometimes. This is nuts, man. So it was just one of those things. I was like, damn. Martinez and Ioka, they fighting too. But yeah, bro. Don't be crossing Turkey Al-Sheikh. Don't be crossing Big Turk, man. You're gonna be in trouble, man. Big Turk. But yeah, I'm gonna close her down early because thought it would have been a better topic, but not really much to talk about. I know we're gonna have some more boxing this weekend, so we'll do some previews and predictions on Friday. All right, smash that like button. Peace.
Yeah. What? I will slap you if you don't move this car. I'm gonna slap you. I'm gonna slap